I was one of the non-believers. I did not think that ZeRo4 would be coming out of retirement. But, you know, Sev, to his credit, he has brought together some of the premier North American talent to participate in this tournament. And honestly, I will just be squealing like a little schoolgirl if it means, like, if this tournament is what gets ZeRo4 back into the Quake scene. If that happens...
Absolutely.
Oh my god, you don't understand. It's like... It's kind of like... I can't even think of something in... Oh my... See? There you go. That's exactly why we love ZeRo4. Did you see that flick shot? That was incredible.
Yeah.
So...
It's still warm up.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just a nice little preview of what we're going to be treated to today. And again, I want to say thank you to Jahar, my co-host, for helping me broadcast this stuff, but also big thanks to Sev and his team. I don't remember Jim's gamer tag, but yeah, there's Sev, there's Jim, there's I3G, or whatever the hell his tag is, and then Facebreaker, and they've all been assisting him in order to get this tournament underway, so big thanks.
Absolutely.
ZeRo4 chooses ZTN, and that's actually a great thing to see, because he will be very comfortable here. I'm not sure how much time he's had on the newer maps. StywoO chooses T9. So it looks like then it's ZTN, T9. ZeRo4 removes T7, which of course is one of the other newer maps. DM13 is tossed.
And here's what I'm loving. Even with all the trolling in IRC, we've already got a whole lot of shit going on. I mean, this is like the first round, and we're going to be seeing ZeRo4 versus StywoO. It's not going to be some, random scrub versus, ZeRo4. And already IRC's blowing up.
As it
for
should.
better or worse.
Now, let's talk a little bit about this map in case anyone is new to Quake Live. The red armor just spawned there. We saw StywoO pick it up. Down below is a railgun, and across from that is a Mega Health that spawns here in the hallway. And a lot of action is going to be centered around this red armor and Mega Health because they are the big items on the map. But we're going to see it go live in 2 seconds. Jahar, why don't you take us away, my friend?
We'll do. Gonna be watching ZeRo4 getting a spawn right next to that shotgun, getting first dibs, and that is actually a really great spawn for him because even though it doesn't get him a lot of weapons right off the bat, it does get him Mega Health, red armor, and look at this plasma yellow right off the bat there, just within the first few seconds, and he's stacked to the teeth. Looking at StywoO on the other hand, he's trolling around for armor, but he's working with some shards and not much LP. He does have a rocket launcher though, but no rail, no LG for him, so StywoO is kind of stuck out for the next few seconds.
Right, and even though ZeRo4 doesn't yet have a rocket launcher, he does have LG and plasma, and in fact he's favoring the plasma at the moment. I think he feels pretty confident with it, and I think, I've been really curious to see what his style is going to be, see if it's changed from what it used to be, and we'll find out right now. Here's the first potential real battle. ZeRo4 looking very confident as he moves in on StywoO and switching up weapons, rocket launcher to LG. And that's a nice splash there. A little bit more splash, and StywoO needs to make an exit from the room. He can't find it, and ZeRo4 will get that first blood. So far, so good for him. And
without disengaging from that fight, he just moved up, made sure he had control of red armor, and he wasn't even breaking stride as far as his attacks on StywoO there. He just made it so casual.
Yeah.
Now we are seeing some grenades rain down on top of ZeRo4's head, but he still does have control over that red armor, so he's looking at a pretty good stack right now. StywoO has managed to grab the portal yellow and some shard.
Right. Well, the biggest issue I'm seeing right now is StywoO, maybe he's a little bit nervous playing the former champ, but
yeah,
his aim is a little bit off, and so I'm hoping maybe StywoO will warm up a little bit here. But in case those weren't, maybe people aren't aware of what maps were tossed and left behind, DM6 will be the tiebreaker. I just thought I would mention that in case people didn't quite do the math. But right now on CTN, ZeRo4, look how he defends this yellow. He doesn't even let StywoO get that. So he's down to 14 health and on the run. And honestly, item control from ZeRo4 has been quite solid. He's even going back and taking the plasma yellow, and he's got time to get to red. I mean, just look at the timing of this here. You know, and he's actually going to leave it because he doesn't want to give StywoO a chance at Mega. But look at this. Not only does he just chase him away from Mega, he pushes him totally away. So now he's going to do an RJ, and he needs to use a plasma gun in order to climb up. And he will have red armor. So again, all items in his favor. And now if you take a look at the respawn timers on the left-hand side of the screen, he'll be able to get red and drop directly to Mega on the next spawn. So I mean, this is just a thing of beauty.
And especially when you consider that StywoO's really having to, you know, watch his back the entire time, and even when he tries, he turns around at the last second and eats a rail in the bum. But here's the thing, StywoO is having to just guard himself the entire time. He's not really able to move from area to area without taking some sort of attack from ZeRo4. And Zero's just really pushing him and being the big bully on campus here, and keeping him on one side of the map and utterly denying him any sort of entry into the items. And even when StywoO does have a route to it, the rocket jumps from Zero are changing up his route enough to, again, just shut him out from those items.
Yeah. And right now it's just been pure dominance. And we're going to watch StywoO for a minute, because he is, if he's able to get one more yellow armor without getting hit, then, ooh, he might steal a Mega. He does so. So here's an nice, that's 2 good rockets, 1 bad one. But he hasn't taken too much damage. He can back off to this yellow, and if he's quick, he will have an opportunity to make a play for red. He can't take a direct rocket, though, and he'll be out, though. So this is kind of his big play. Red in 5, and he's not in good position for it. He has eaten a rail. The exchange rail's there, and he's down to 35 health, so ZeRo4 can come in for the kill before getting red, and very nice play. Back over to ZeRo4, and he did get hurt, though. So I think that's the, the first real dent that we've seen in ZeRo4's armor. He's, and look at that, StywoO steals Mega for the 2nd time in a row, though. Nice play.
That is potentially big because that's going to leave ZeRo4 out of a large amount of health for the next 25 seconds. He is going to take that 50 back up to 100 though. So he's still looking good, but we are starting to see his average stat kind of go down a little bit. But right now, 6-0, just about halfway through the map. StywoO still has a long way to go in order to take control back.
Nice rail there. And now ZeRo4, he's not going to let StywoO back in on this Mega. But StywoO's going to play for it, though. Look at this. Nice damage done, too, as well. Gets ZeRo4 down to 39 health and about 100 armor. Again, that stack is really helping ZeRo4 out. So we have yet to really see ZeRo4 play out of control, and I think that's when it's going to get really interesting. Nice LG there.
And interesting it is, as now ZeRo4 is left with 64 health, no armor until that red pickup. But at least the fights and the damage are coming out of StywoO at an often enough interval, where he's really looking low on stack here, and things are doable for StywoO to at least push him out of control. We've seen rockets and grenades come down on top of Mega. Zero shows up a little bit early, takes a rocket or two, but does grab Mega. Right. RJ's back up to the platform.
That was a
StywoO tries to catch him, but
great rocket.
Nice.
Perfect. Because if StywoO tries to cut across towards the shotgun, that was right in the corner to do maximum splash. I mean, it's just perfect anticipation of the movement, and that'll pick up his 9th frag. So we are 6 minutes in. That's a big rocket, though. ZeRo4 might be reconsidering this Mega. Let's see if StywoO's there. Yeah, he is. That's one good rocket from both. I think ZeRo4 got another one in there. But Mega
Zero's gonna have to leave it.
Yeah. And it was a nice defensive play from ZeRo4 to realize that, okay, I'll give you this one, but I'll make sure that I get the red. And he's done well for himself. Let's go take a look at StywoO. Also doing pretty well. Probably needing at least one more yellow armor. Maybe can push in for this red, but he's got to really stake his claim on this room right now. He cannot let ZeRo4 get unanswered damage. And wow, look at that. LG from ZeRo4 is almost perfect, and follow up with the rail in order to give him the 10th frag. That gives him red, that gives him Mega, and it's full stack city for ZeRo4 one more time. So StywoO is in a bad spot at this moment.
And really, I want to give a lot of that credit over to ZeRo4's ability to just say, okay, I can stick around, fight for this Mega, and end up hurting for it, or I can just make sure I've still got plenty of health and got plenty of red armor, and that is going to give me